I need you to go ahead and grieve. I need you to go ahead and grieve the fact that that person is not going to help you. That person is not going to be the one to walk with you in this season. That person is not going to be able to go with you where God is taking you. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the grace. God has not chosen them. And I'm reminded of when Samuel, of course, having been through all he had been through with Saul and having all the hope that he had had for Saul, and it just didn't go. It just didn't go the way that he had hoped for it. And there was a time period where he had to grieve. He had to mourn. He had to, sit in like, God has chosen someone else. He has rejected Saul. He's chosen someone else. And that's just a reminder that, there will be times where we will have an expectation, where we will have a hope, where we will have chosen, you know what I'm saying? Or even maybe at one point someone was, but maybe life happened and we can't control, the growth of other people. We can't control what they do. We can't control and like force them to stay in alignment. And sometimes things happen and they get out of alignment. And so that costs them. Sometimes they disobey God and that costs them, and we can't control that. But it does bring feelings. It does, bring us to a point where of disappointment where we're like, oh, I'm saying, I hope for this and now it can't happen, but for some of us in the seasons that we find ourselves in, there are things that we want to do or things that God has given for us to do, and that we are delaying doing ourselves because of who God has rejected to be our help and who God has said that they are not going to come with you. They're not going to help you carry this. But because of your connection and because of your bond and because of the time that has been invested in them and, in the past seasons and what seemed, what was close and what, because of those things, we are delayed or have delayed, moving forward and being obedient, filling up our flask and continuing on to do what it is that God has told us to do, and look forward to the new help, or look forward to the new, look forward to what's going to come to replace what we had hoped would be there. And oftentimes we find that what he ends up, supplying us with or providing the help that he sends is wonderful help, but there's just that moment that we just be like, so, brothers, sisters, wherever you are this morning, I need you to go ahead and I need you to go ahead and begin that process of grieving. I need you to go ahead and begin that process of, or processing those emotions about that thing, about that person, about that, whatever it is that God is telling you, because your obedience is still necessary.